The Tema Oil Refinery is a major state asset in the energy sector. The sleeping giant, nearly collapsed by incompetent management and corruption associated with most state-owned enterprises. It has sought approval of the Public Procurement Authority to lease its production assets to a private company, Torenco. Torenco, said to have no track record in the oil refinery business or petroleum business, set up in January of this year and fronted by people in government or associated with government, shall pay a cumulative rent of some $13 million a year or up to $17.2 million if it is able to refine 16.5 million barrels of oil a year. That's the refinery's full capacity. Torenco is supposed to invest $22 million to revamp the refinery for the 6-year lease. Civil society, especially ASEP and Imani, cry smoke and mirrors. The deal reminds them of PDS, it seems to me. We examine the deal and the red flags raised by Imani and ASEP. In the meantime, IPPs, independent power producers, who are owed nearly $2 billion, threatened a shutdown that would have resulted in doomsday if government did not pay at least 30% of the debts today. The IPP's chamber has just announced a suspension of the threatened shutdown. It says it has an offer of some payments from ECG to enable them continue operations in the interim, while discussions are held for a permanent resolution, failing which it will shut down its plants. We join the chamber to thank the Mines and Energy Committee of Parliament for this intervention for temporary relief. But, very typical of this republic, shall we be put in the state of fear and panic again or return to this discussion next week in darkness? James Jachi Kwesen has won what some describe as justice victory. His nomination in 2020 was challenged. The EC cleared him. It was again challenged when he was being sworn in as MP. He survived despite a court injunction. Then last year, the Apex Court restrained him from attending Parliament or holding himself as an MP. In May this year, the Apex Court nullified his election because he got a renunciation of citizenship certificate from Canada in November 2020, when he had filed his nomination in October 2020. A criminal prosecution was to impede his ability to campaign for a by-election on June 27. He was expected to lose the election, but he beat his opponent by an even wider margin than he did in December 2020. Some say this is victory against injustice and persecution. Some say the outcome foreshadows the 2024 elections. Let's find out shortly. I'm Samson Lardy, Anyenini. We'll be right back to deal with the vexed matters. This is Newsfile.